Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, my friends. I love you so much. And same old, you know. So it's nothing new apart from what's going on. What's going on? Are we good? Are we good as usual? Anyway, I want to talk about Kampala Club. Kampala Club, I don't know whether it's still even there. Mumbuli never Jerry Kampala Club. You're going to say, Kegis, you're very naive. Kegis China Shamani. You've been away for a very long time. Which is true. Honestly, I've been away for a very long time. Well, I think I'm having a bit of a nostalgia, reminiscing about the past, the good old days, to do with me growing up. Of course, life goes on. That's life, isn't it? Now, let me tell you a story here about Kampala Club. Growing up, now we're going to talk about the 80s, because I had come of age, meaning I was in primary school now. 1981, I joined Buganda Road Primary School. I should have stayed in Kitante Primary School. Kitante Primary School at that time was the closest to probably an elite school as well. But Buganda Road was desirable as well. And it was my mom's friendship with Mrs. Miro. Those who were at Buganda Road remember Mrs. Miro. Yali neighbor of Ichebano. She was a P1, P2. She was a P2, P1 teacher. No, bring the boy to the school, Buganda Road. Every time I came, I did the interview, I passed. I passed the interview to join Buganda Road. And I interviewed at the headmaster's office. Mr. Almeida, Joseph Almeida. Yeah, he knew my mom later on, you know, things like that. And kakati, tugenda ku Kampala Club. Abatamanyi bintu bino. This is it. This is the story. Many years ago, let's say post-independence, what happened after independence? There is what they call the hostile takeover. The young elites, the generation, they come of age in the 70s when they kind of see things not going right. Then when in the 80s, it's the dawn. It was burying the 30s. Bazadabana, you know, they have families now. They begin to enjoy the privileges of their so-called status, elite status. Kakati, very many things had been exclusive, that many of them grow up aspiring. You know, there was a sense of aspiration to fit in. One at the colonial, you know, when during colonization, many places weren't easily accessible by the Africans at the time, you know what I mean? So, kakati, post-independence, everything begins to change. There was a shift. Kati ngenda bayetera Kampala Club. Kati nga fetu coming of age, nga abana. So we're beginning to enjoy the privileges. We could access places like Kampala Club. Kampala Club abajimanyi zekati from my recollection. Mumpulize bulungi. Yaina all the amenities and facilities there. Baina swimming pool. Fetuli bana batotuga. Uganda swimming pools. That's not new. Baina tennis courts. Baina mwe ballet dungi. They had the buy there. I think they had even badminton. Badminton yaliwa abakulu. Tennis nga n'abato bamuzannya. Waliwo ebintu bingi ebyali abazungu exclusive kubanga tinabagambye yesterday nti mulaba awaali Sheraton awaaliwo mayumba luxury houses ez'aba colonial officers paka wansi eno ku Grand Imperial in the middle nga waliwo kye bayitanga Kampala Park. Kakati Sheraton gye mulaba eyo nga Obote agizimba yazimba bagita Dr. Apollo Milton Obote Hotel. Benda bagambe bya grandioso projects muddayo mu bugondi bwenkola bu videos mu bine na ebintu byogerako all the time. So beginning of the 80s Obote akomyewo, but he was being challenged by the young elite. Era kigenda kukomawo mu billionaires gundi syndicate kubanga Obote naye ebintu byamutabukako. Ebintu byamutabukako lwe lutalo lwali lugenda mu maaso kubanga lume lutalo lwali fought in the central. Abaganda be balwa n'olutalo lwa Museveni ye n'abanga yalu engineering, you know, as a freedom fighter. So, but freedom for what? Bano Obote naye ekintu kimutabukako how? Amaje gegali responsible basically. Kakati betugamba amaje gali mu divisions, gali ko the tribal element and the tribal sentiment as well. Kati Kampala Club tujideyo. Let's go back to Kampala Club. Kati bano abagagga kati abato bayangeritsi bebali bacontrolling ki economy bantegeeza ki abatambulira mu sente zitambulira mu baani. Kati if I use my example, mu 1981 Obote bwakomawo, my dad bebamu kubaafuna oba ababenefitinga mu fragments ezaali ziriwo. It was a give all take all. Lake Victoria Bottling Company had been part of mufuna bulungi nnyo. Lake Victoria Bottling Company had been part of the establishment of the structures that were there in the 70s. Munjuka nabagamba East African Community, munjuka nabagamba Common Man with template. My dad benefited from the adjustments that were introduced by later parastatals, state companies. My dad yalina emigabo mu Pepsi-Cola. Kati bayita Pepsi-Cola eyo gye mulaba kati emigabo gye nga giri mu Crown Cox. Bintu biwanvu nnyo. Kati ate there are so many other examples I can give you. Kati ffe twalina muzee yalina stakes mu bottling, yalina stake mu Uganda Hotels, Lake Victoria Hotel Entebbe. Oba ekyaliyo simanyi naye nze nzijuka twagendanga nnyo Entebbe Botanical Gardens banena hotel ng'erina ku mazzi. My dad yalina mistake. Okay, let's not go far. Mu 1984 during the war lwali lugenda maaso lwa Museveni, my dad wrote a will. He wrote a will n'alistinga ebintu byonna byonna ebyobugagga byonna. Ekiraamo ekyo gye kiri. I wish I could access that will. Oba babiteeka mu gold eyo Entebbe mu Rugondi document whatever gye babiteeka, but I would like a chap ekyo ekiraamo, the will. Then you see the companies he had. We don't bagamba nti yali industrialist and business whatever. Yali mu bintu bingi nnyo. Kati today ku Kampala Club. Kampala Club eyo tewagendangayo muntu wa bulijjo. That is from 81 to 85. Bwe musoma akatabo ka gundi, there's a book which was written nati Obote yamala emyaka 5 ngali mu Nile Mansions muyafugira. Basically parliament eri wali wansi, Parliamentary Avenue. olusozi lw'e Nakasero kuliko state lodge ye ng'aliwa ali mu Nile Mansions mweyamala emyaka 5 ng'afuga Uganda. Kampala Club, so he created a safety net around him. Kati bana abagagga n'agamba nti Kambasembezi babeere kumpi era meeting nyingi nyo zaabeeranga nnyo mu Kampala Club omwo. Bantu twavanga ku ssomero era lwakuba ebintu ebimu si bigendamu nnyo naye nga kati this is recollection. Twavanga ku ssomero tulina okugenda Kampala Club. Tulaba ne tuva Kampala Club onaawe back home ne tuyimirira Kaleerwe awalinga Lords Bar nawo ng'abeerangawo meeting. Kati I didn't understand all these things growing up. It was like we had a de facto system, a de facto until all decisions were being made on a parallel line, you know what I mean? Even when I had parallel, maybe I began a mass. If I give you names, I remember at that time, Uncle Paulo, Mwanga, abali mu government abamaanyi nnyo kakati emwanyi egenda okuyingira kwa kaluma bamuzeeyi baffe bwe baali mu mwanyi mu 70s mu bya cooperatives na buli kimu bagitegeera. Coffee Marketing Board already kakati ngeri in the hands of Roger Mukasa. Yaleeta framework eyo n'agituuza ku mmeeza ne muzeeyi wange ne bakiruka buli kimu. Kati ye my dad had gone independent now ng'akoze gundi. Zinalaba General Merchandise was one of the biggest mwanyi buyers. Ngimwanyi agitegeera kuba yali asomera cooperatives. So in other words, atamanyi history ya Kampala Club. Kurwange, my understanding is it was more like a parliament. Abantu bonna the who is who naga ngena ba story no bulungi nnyo because I need to dig up some archives. Kiraba kyekyaaliwo what were the innings and goings of Kampala Club, formerly a place of to me it was a symbol of the grandiose of colonialism. It manifested itself there. Wakati abazungu mwali mulai ku bintu bino obamba example ya the South Africa kati bili diluted kati bili represented properly. Nenga from what I read and now what I gather, Kampala yali divided. Olugudo lwa Kampala Road oluyita mu Kampala. If you take the topography map of Kampala, it will tell you the boundaries and demarcations where nti mwalingamu n'ekibali mu Kampala omwo. Ekibali kyategeezanga nti you had to access ng'olina ekipapula ekyo kikuyita ogenda. Things were different back then, you know what I mean? Kati nze when I take this story back, baba bina bivudde ku muganda wange Cedric bwe ba openinga gates za Kampala Club nebeera accessible. Kati tuba tutandise okukula ng'abaana naye nze tene saamugenda biwanvu banze. The thing was my mom tried me out on so many different things. Bantwalanga mu kapiira, bantwalanga Makerere University enjajiba wako straight. Temugimanyi Makerere yali exclusive nnyo nga era nziko okugigenda mu 1994 ngeringa hotel resort Makerere University. Nasomanga n'aba lecturers e Buganda Road era nga banona kusomerawo tata truck ne batwala basula mu mayumba ga bbeeyi balina amamotoka baani. Things were different, you know what I mean? Kyembagamba nti Cedric bwe tuba tunyumya ku wa pioneer mu byaliwo yali trendsetter. Kubanga era yagala nnyo okuzanya tenisi, yanaite yamuzanyanga ate ng'amwagazanya our age. So you're talking of from the 80s right up to around 86. Bitandika okukyuka kyenabagambye nti it was the dawn of the new age. Kati awo ne mbagamba nti when I remember Nakasero okugenda tugenda wa Museveni State House ne Nakasero yalinga accessible kiri bwekiti ne ku Sunday nga baggulawo gardens za State House abaana bajje abaana ba the who is who bafumba ebyemisana Museveni n'avaayo n'atula mu baana n'akola zi press conferences zaawo n'ayogera nga Museveni ng'alinga taata wa buli omu. You people temumanyi. I wish those days could be retold. N'anyumya ebintu ebyo byonna nga yali muzikawunda era buli omu minisita buli omu ow'amaanyi bamuzeeyi bafuna nga bambala zikawunda. Tutwala abaana Nakasero wa Museveni. Nze Museveni namulabanga nali mwana muto nali ku Buganda Road nali mu school choir era n'omukolo omulala twayimba bintu bingi nnyo binzobaga. So as I finish this video, people, tekati kibi nnyo nti tuli mu ekya Cedric nze kinkwatako bwe mbabulidde honestly kubanga muntu oba omumanyi nze nalwaza abazadde abange ne mbajjanjaba awaka things like that bintu biri newala commentary w'abantu people are very very harsh ambamulire bayegeredde Cedric bingi nnyo nabisomye neŋŋamba nebimalamu n'amaanyi. I felt down, you know what I mean? So people, mbagala nnyo tudda kunyumya enkya. Okay people, but that is the story of Kampala Club. I'm going to add more into it. We're going to build this story up. Mutegeere bye mutalabako babi bajjo banyumiza. I don't know if Kampala Club is still there. I'm going to check. And from what I've read, Cedric continued into, I think they formed the Uganda Tennis Federation, bazanya tournaments, wetukuze buli omu life took a different trajectory. Buli omu life nemutwaje mtutte. Nze nali nnyo bya drama, music and dance, okusoma byali binyumira nnyo era nga mukimanyi Mr. Mwiri and those kind of things, you know what I mean? Mbagala nnyo kambe wano kakati musabire muganda waffe ajja kuba bulungi. Nkubire general simu kubire general simu story mujimanyi the Bettina story nkube simu nga muwulira wano muteke ku line. Let me stop this verbosity. All right, love.